Hey guys, Wolverine here on Tarkov, and on this episode it's going to be a quick weapon modding guide covering the P226R pistol 9x19. Now this is a 9mm pistol, never been the best gun in previous patches due to 9mm wasn't that strong. A lot of people always use the TT pistol, but in this pistol the TT isn't the best, and I found this P226R is a very good gun because it's 15 round mag with 9mm and it's fast rate of fire. It's a really strong gun, and if you mod it correctly you could do a lot of damage. So what we have here on the left is the basic gun, and what you have on the right is what you could mod it to be. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you where you get the parts and how to mod it, and at the end you're just going to see some footage of me killing people with the P226R with it modded. Okay, to get access to modifying the P226R, I just had to check that the name was right then. We're just going to call it the P22. To get all these parts you need to be at least loyalty level 3 with Peacekeeper, but to fully mod it to have some form of advantage you can settle for loyalty level 2. So the first thing you need is, obviously you need the base form. You can buy it at loyalty level 1 for $224. You can kill people in game or trade them for black knives, which you can get them from scavs, or you can find them in boxes. So it's worth keeping an eye out for the black knives because it's a really good deal considering how much the gun is. $224, that's a lot of money. So once you hit loyalty level 2 with Peacekeeper, a few more things are going to be unlocked for you. As you can see, I've clicked on number 2 just to see what's been unlocked on loyalty level 2. What you need to buy is a sight mount SIG 220-239 rear sight bearing. This will replace the rear sight for the P22. This is where you'll be able to attach optics onto it, so you have a red dot on top of your gun. Now there's two different attachments, two different optics you can use for the gun. You can either use the Delta Point, or that's at loyalty level 2, or the Boris Fast Fire Reflex Sight, and that's at loyalty level 1. I prefer the Boris Fast Fire Reflex Sight. It looks a lot more compact, where the Delta Point looks a bit more out of place on the gun. But it's personal choice. It depends on what type of optic you like. Also, a personal preference is the pistol grip. You have the default black one. If you want to, you can have the brown pistol grip if you wanted to. No difference. They're both the same stats. It's just a color preference depending on what you want. And also a threaded barrel for the P22. It's just it's just a little bit bigger than the standard barrel. The reason why this is for sale as the screws, where you can screw on a silencer. So if you want to go for the full-on silent Metal Gear Solid style with a pistol and optic, then you're going to need this threaded barrel to be able to touch your silence. Also a personal preference, if you want a tactical flashlight, laser sight, that will be able to attach underneath your gun. I don't use them, but it's there if you want to use it. If you got an optic, you don't really need the laser sight unless you're going to be point firing. The only thing you need for loyalty level 3 is the Silencer Co. Osprey 919 sound suppressor, and you guys aren't mistaken, that's $888. That's a lot of money. I mean, if we look at it, it's all, well, it's not as expensive as an M4, but it's up there. It's a lot more expensive compared to some of the other silencers, I presume, for the M4s. It just seems a little bit too much to buy for a pistol silencer. But if you want to commit, it's there, $888. I mean, I have one, but I don't know when I'm going to be using it. I'm happy to settle with just the optic on the gun. So that's the selection of the P22. All the attachments you're going to need to mod this gun. Like I said, loyalty level 3. If you want the silencer, loyalty level 3. If you don't want the silencer and just want the optics, just all you need is to be able to achieve loyalty level 2. And as I stated previously, what items you're going to need. Okay, so here's our basic gun. We're just going to mod it now for you guys. So first we will get the pistol grip on. So you can either have the black one or the brown one. Again, it's personal preference. I prefer the brown one on it. Just looks a lot better. Also the flashlight, if you wanted a flashlight underneath it. And this is what you're going to need for the optic, the rear sight bearing. As you can see, we'll be able to attach certain optics on now. And this is where we're going to put the Burris Fast Fire Weaver optic on. So you can have the standard barrel, but if you want to go for the silencer, you got to change the barrel for Freddy barrel. As you can see, there's a bit of thread, and that will give you the option to attach the Osprey. Looks amazing. It really looks really good, but I don't know. Something just doesn't sit right for me spending $888 on a silencer. So after doing the math with the parts, buying all the parts, it does work out. You're going to be spending over $1,200 on this gun, modifying it to this point. $1,200, you can buy yourself an M4, so it's really hard to justify buying all the parts for the pistol. But if you like your pistols, the modifications are there. But yeah. Okay guys, I'm going to just show you some footage of me just killing some people with the gun. But let me know what you think. Is the silencer worth it? Are you just going to run with the optic? Do you like this gun? Do you use pistols at all? Bear in mind, pistols are hard to penetrate through coal pack and packer, so you have a little bit of a disadvantage. But in the recent updates, the fall off on the 9x19 bullets, there's not much fall off anymore, so you compensate that with doing some leg shot damage. Just killed him.